am proud to introduce Governor Mike Rounds of South Dakota.
Thank you, sir. No long speeches tonight. You all know that when we get a chance to have a good time like this, it's not necessarily the bartender that gives us the freedom to do it. You all know that when we get a chance to say what we want to say, it's not the politician that defends our right to speech. It's the men and the women that have worn the uniform of the United States of America. You all know that when it comes time to worship the good Lord the way that we see fit, whether it be in a church, synagogue, mosque, mountaintop, or cathedral, it's not the preacher that defends that freedom, it's the men and the women that have worn the uniform of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, one of those gentlemen that's worn the uniform proudly of the United States of America, up here tonight, Senator John McCain.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you all very much for that unique Sturgis welcome. As you may know, not long ago, a couple of 100,000 Berliners made a lot of noise for my opponent. I'll take the roar of 50,000 Harleys any day. Any day, my friend. My first time here, but I recognize that sound. It's the sound of freedom, and thank you for it. Thank you. Before I go any further, I'd like to say that how proud I am of Senator John Thune and the great senator from the great state of South Dakota, my daughter Megan, and if you'll indulge me, for just a couple of minutes, I'd like you to hear from the person that many people in Arizona say, why isn't she the candidate? My wife, Cindy McCain.
Thank you. I'm just going to take a brief minute. I'd like to thank all of you for your support of our troops. And here's why. I'm many things in my life, and one thing I'd like to be is your First Lady. But more importantly, I am Jack McCain's mother and Jimmy McCain's mother, one in the United States Navy and another one in the Marine Corps, an Iraqi vet. Thank you. And I hope that I'm introducing you to the next President of the United States, the only man that can keep us free, John McCain.
Thank you. Thank you, my friends. I know that we are waiting with great anticipation for Kid Rock and the other entertainment, so I'll be very brief. But you know, I was looking at the Sturgis schedule and noticed that you have a beauty pageant, and so I encourage Cindy to compete. I told her with a little luck she could be the only woman ever to serve as both the First Lady and Miss Buffalo Chip. may I say to you, is there anybody that's tired of paying $4 a gallon for gasoline? Is there anybody who's sick and tired of it? Is there anybody that wants to become energy independent? Well, I'm telling you right now, we're sending $700 billion over a year, and your Congress just went on vacation for 5 weeks. Tell them to come back and get to work. Tell them to get to work. When I'm President of the United States, I'm not going to let them go on vacation. They're going to become energy independent, and we're not going to pay $4 a gallon for gas, because we're going to drill offshore, and we're going to drill now. And we're going to drill here, and we're going to drill now. My opponent doesn't want to drill. He doesn't want nuclear power. He wants you to inflate your tires. My friends, we need a commander-in-chief. We need a commander-in-chief who'll end the war in Iraq, but we'll win it the right way, and that's by winning it. And we're not going to be defeated. And my opponent wants to set a date to come home. I want us to come home with victory and honor, so we will never go back again. We won't go back. Thank you. Thank you. And we owe, my friends, we owe victory to the courage and love of this country by people who are here. You're the heartland of America. You're the heart and soul of America. You provide the men and women who serve our military. I'm honored. I'm honored to be in your company. And let me just end up by telling you a very brief story, my friends, that puts it all in perspective. Last August, I was at a town hall meeting in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. A woman stood up, said, "Senator McCain, will you wear a bracelet with my son's name on it? Matthew Stanley." Matthew Stanley was 22 years old. He was killed in combat outside of Baghdad last year, just before Christmas. I said I'd be honored to wear this bracelet. And then she said, "But Senator McCain, I want you to promise me one thing. I want you to promise me that you'll do everything in my power, in your power, to make sure that my son's death was not in vain." My friends, I take that obligation seriously. We will not have their deaths be in vain. We will come home with victory and honor, and we will win this war, and we will defeat Al-Qaeda, and America will remain the last best hope of man on earth. So let me just close by saying thank you for honoring the men and women who have served. Thank you for your service. My friends, I know it'll be a good sign on Election Day if there are a lot of bikes parked outside the polling places of America. So don't let November 4th find you on the open road. I'm counting on you to show up, and I'm asking for your vote. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.